Well, what's your biggest concern? Like if I'm speaking with you off camera, we're talking, I'm saying, listen, Arthur, there's a lot of stuff you're hearing on the news right now, market crash, inflation, regulation, all this, the taxes. What concerns you the most right now? Financially.
There are a bunch of things that, obviously these tax things bother me a great deal, Patrick. I think we're in a bad situation on taxes. I think this deficit spending is crazy. When you have huge transfer payments. Can I go through transfers with you a little bit slowly? And
sure.
When your transfer income, you take from someone who has a little bit more, and you give to someone who has a little bit less. Mm-hmm. You with me on that?
Yeah.
That's what really is redistribution or transfer payment there. Now, whenever you take from someone who has a little bit more, you reduce that person's incentives to produce, and that person will produce a little bit less. Okay? Likewise, when you give to someone who has a little bit less, that person finds an alternative source of income other than working for receiving income. So that person too will produce a little bit less. He can make money by not working. All right. The theorem here is really simple. Whenever you redistribute income, whenever you do, you always reduce total income. Always. It's not a debate. The rich people who have the money taken from them will produce a little less. The poor people who have the money given to them also will produce a little bit less, and you'll have a reduction in total income or output. To see it really clearly, if you tax people who work and you pay people who don't work, don't be surprised if a lot of people decide not to work. All right. Now, the lemma from this theorem is delicious. And the lemma is very simply the more you redistribute, the greater will be the decline in total income. And that should be self-evident from the theorem itself. But the limit function of this theorem, I just delight in because it's so clear. And this is just math. It's nothing else. It's not left-wing. It's not right-wing. It's not liberal. It's not conservative or Republican or Democrat. It's just plain math. The limit theorem is if you were able to redistribute all income so that everyone came out exactly the same, Patrick, if everyone came out exactly the same, there will be no income whatsoever. And let me hit that intuitively to you. To get everyone to come out the same, what you have to do is tax everyone who earns above the average income 100% of the excess. And what you also have to do is everyone below the average income, you have to subsidize them up to the average income. Now, if you actually did that, if you actually taxed everyone above the average income 100% and actually subsidize everyone below the average income up to the average income, I'll stipulate today, counselor, everyone will come out exactly the same at zero income. That's what bothers me a lot. We've increased government spending through these quote unquote stimulus packages incredibly hard, and it's working very much to the detriment of this economy in this country.
So if you like this little short clip from an interview I did, click over here to watch the entire interview, and please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.